Time for a sweet, rich, creamy dessert with a gorgeous little surprise that is so, so cute. Everyone will find this irresistible. Let's make a honey cheesecake on the One Pot Chef. Let's start by making our cookie base. Into a mixing bowl, I've got 250 grams of plain sweet cookies, which I've just crushed in the food processor. Now, in Australia, milk arrowroot biscuits will be fine. If they're in the US, graham crackers, UK, something like digestive biscuits will work well. And to that, I'm going to add in a little bit of spice. I'm putting in 1.5 teaspoons of ground ginger. Now, I'm doing this because this is a fairly sweet cake, and with all that honey, I want to try and offset that sweetness slightly. And I'm also adding in 100 grams of butter, which I've just melted. And just give that a good stir until it looks a bit like wet sand. Pour our cookie mixture into a springform tin. I'm using a 22 centimetre springform tin today. And just use the base of a flat bottom glass to press down the cookie mixture. And this can go into the fridge to chill while we work on our cheesecake filling. To make our filling, I've got 250 grams of cream cheese, which I have just chopped up into little cubes. Make sure it's at room temperature, it makes it easier to beat in. And to that, I'm going to add 400 grams of ricotta cheese, 1 cup of cream. I'm just using some whipping cream today, but any cream suitable for whipping will be fine. And 3 tablespoons of plain flour. And using electric mixers, we're just going to beat this all together until smooth. To this, we're going to add in 2 eggs, adding 1 egg at a time, beating it in, and then adding the other egg and beat that in too. And 1/4 cup of honey. Now this is where we get all our lovely sweetness from. Beautiful. And just beat that in until everything is combined and smooth. And this is ready to pour over our biscuit base. Just gently tap the cheesecake a couple of times just to get rid of any air bubbles. And our cheesecake's ready to go into the oven. Preheated oven, 150 degrees Celsius for about 45 to 50 minutes, or until the centre has just set and there's a little bit of wobble to it. Then leave it in the oven, door slightly open for about an hour just to allow the cheesecake to cool, and then we'll be ready to put it into the fridge. Our cheesecake has been resting in the oven for about an hour while it cools, and as you can see, it's still got that little bit of wobble in the centre. That's okay. We're going to put this into the fridge for about 6 hours or so until it's chilled up and firmed. In the meantime, I'm going to show you these cool little honeybees that I've made to decorate the top. Now, this is just white icing fondant, and all I've done is I've rolled it into little balls, and I made some little balls of fondant for the eyes, and put them onto a tray lined with some non-stick baking paper, and I've painted them with some yellow and black food dye. And then I put some almond flakes for the wings on top, and just allow them to dry and set on the tray in a cool spot in the kitchen for about, I don't know, a couple of hours or so, just until they dry and firm up. And once our cheesecake has set in the fridge, we'll be able to decorate the cake and put our cute little honeybees on top. A few hours later, and our cheesecake is nice and set. I drizzled a little bit of honey over the surface, and I've just arranged our little bee friends on top. How gorgeous does this look? I can't wait to have a taste. How gorgeous is this? Seriously, the smell is amazing, and I had to put my little bumblebee on top just to cutie it up a bit. All right, time for me to have a taste. Oh, wow. There's no denying it's a honey cheesecake. It's very, very honey flavoured. Absolutely gorgeous. But unlike most baked cheesecakes, this isn't anywhere near as dense as most of them are. It's actually quite light. The ricotta cheese really helps to give it a lightness. This is absolutely sensational. Well, I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Check out my other videos at OnePotChefShow.com. And until next time, see you later.
Buzz, buzz, buzz. Please subscribe.
I don't know.